'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, save me and my mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Perhaps on US East I shall find a game there. My children were nestled all snug in their beds, my wife too fast asleep, and she sleeps like the dead. I can get one more game in if I act fast, so I settled my brain in for a long battle's clash. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, but with my noise-canceling headset, I knew nothing the matter. As Santa crawled in, I played mid as a sniper, wondering how I might fare vis this viper. As the threat of first blood quickly drew near, Santa left me be and unloaded his gear. He understood if I didn't get far, this viper would rampage and do my team harm. A team of tower divers, my crew all died quick. Their play was too noobish for even Saint Nick. My temper boiled as their rage quickly came, and I began to shout at each team member by name. Now Faceless, now Lich, now Natures and Axe. We must all stop dying and watching our backs. To solo cross the river is truly a no-no, and be saving that chain frost for a faceless void chrono. As Santa finished unloading those toys, we all grouped up around the faceless void. The chrono he hit with impeccable timing, and the chain frost flew forth as our kill count went climbing. The natures pushed top, and the tower it fell. Old Saint Nick patted my back and wished the team well. As Santa climbed the chimney, our trusty old axe was quickly demolishing the opponent's mid-racks. Though a last-minute death brought a frown to my face, I knew we had won 'cause creeps flooded their base. So I rushed to the window to bid Santa farewell, knowing our megas would all give them hell. Santa sprang to his sleigh, to his team he gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as my team attacked the ancient, "Don't forget to download the new Defense of the Patience."
Merry Christmas.
Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho.
This is Roland from Defense of the Patience, a Dota 2 podcast. We'd like to thank you for listening, and we hope you're enjoying our content. If you are, tell a friend. Find .p on defenseofthepatience.com or go to iTunes to download the show and leave a comment. We will read the best on the show. Also, you can go to Facebook and give us a like. Sincerely, from everybody here on the show, thank you for listening to .p.
Hey everybody, welcome to another, a Christmas episode of Defense of the Patience. I'm your host Cyphus, sitting here with my co-host Roland.
Hey everybody.
And very special in-studio guest, the Grand Wazoo.
Wazoo is joining us. He is much less busy now that the semester is over, and is joining us for a very special Christmas episode. Welcome, Wazoo.
Hi guys, it's good to be back in the lukewarm seat again.
Yeah, it is relatively lukewarm.
Yeah, you've been gone. So you left on episode 20.
Yeah.
And it's episode 40.
You always gave me eyes across the way, like I knew that I knew that it was going to make me uncomfortable, and eventually your eyes just pushed me out of the studio completely.
Yeah.
It was me?
That lustful glare.
He's threatened to do that to me as well. But quite frankly, it's kind of nice because normally we have a computer screen between us and I don't have to look him in the eye.
Yeah.
BT Dubs, is my mic even on right now?
Yeah, you just gotta right up on that thing.
Holy shit, when you get closer to it, it works better. That is the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it is. It's strange.
So you got to talk in to the microphone.
Hey, man. Okay.
So Merry Christmas, everybody that's listening to this. Regardless, it is Christmas. Whether it's midnight where you're listening to this, or no, actually, if on Pacific, it's not Christmas.
Yeah, it's
still
probably
Christmas
not.
Eve. Anyway,
Because we're releasing this on time because we're recording it in advance.
Yes, we are.
To get ourselves a little bit of Christmas Eve freedom so we can take care of our family obligations.
Yes, everybody has
Yeah, something going on.
something going on.
That awful baggage known as family.
We were just talking about how fucking terrible this time of year
Yeah,
is.
it is. It is god awful because it's just a ton of shit you don't want to do and you have to go do because it's Christmas.
You know, it'd suck worse being in the service industry.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck the worst.
And Denomulus and Easy are.
I know, and they were like, and they have a good attitude somehow. I would
yeah.
be so jaded,
Yeah, I'd be.
Yeah.
I'd be a nihilist.
a nihilist,
I like no, it's nihilist.
a nihilist.
Wazoo.
Did you know Denomulus' real name is Neil? Are you a nihilist for him?
No,
It's a nihilist, dude.
it's a nihilist.
Is it a nihilist?
I've always heard it pronounced nihilism.
Yeah, nihilism, nihilist.
But then that makes it sound like the Nile.
yeah,
like you love rivers.
Yeah.
Well, there's another grand
You know,
tributary for
the
this
best thing for
podcast.
me to say there was I don't care because that would be
Yeah.
ironic and great for the situation. But
Well, you got the punchline in a little late, but
yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
You did.
A for effort.
So come on, guys, let's get together. Has this show just fallen apart?
Oh yeah, completely. It's
Like-
gone off
Yeah,
the rails
no,
at this point.
we're drinking a lot during the shows now.
Yeah.
Sometimes Cyphus offers me crack, and I don't say no.
Yeah. Well, when the pipe calls.
It's just to get us hyped up.
When the old whistle pipe whistles the crack tune, one must follow it.
No, the
May through
closest,
June.
The closest thing to a drug in my life is Dota at this point.
You mean the only
That
drug in
I
your
thought
life?
that was
Is
I
that
thought
what you-
that was the crack pipe you were talking about. I wake up like naked with a shoe on my head, like 3 weeks later, and it's like, dude, you didn't go to work or anything. It's like Dota, man. I just played like 150 games,
How many games have you played over the break since the break started?
man. I remember like
Probably.
1K when I broke 1K was when I was on the show, and I'm already at like 1,300 games.
Oh God, I started at like 270. Well, this show I think it was about 400 games, and I'm about to hit 1,000.
I'm a little over 400 at this point now, I think.
What?
Yeah.
No.
What a novice.
Yeah, 395.
You've only played 395 games?
Yeah, 395.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. I have 100, well, let's see. Yeah, 194 wins, 211 losses.
But we played a lot of normal matches and shit.
No, those all go into that count.
What?
Yeah. Well, you
No.
Your
Yeah.
lobby games don't and whatnot, but
I'm
your normal.
I think
your queue
you,
matches
I mean,
do.
you have definitely played more games than I have since this all began, because you
I
have a
feel
little bit more
deceived.
time than I do to play Dota.
No,
you
I
know?
don't.
You
No,
do.
you're putting
You
in
do.
full shifts, man. Like
I
no,
don't play Dota
Yes,
all
you're
day.
you're
every
clocking
day.
in. You're clocking in like 8 games sometimes a day, man. You don't realize
Dude,
it.
it was like 2 p.m. and Wrath had already clocked in 11 games.
Wow.
He was, oh no, maybe it was 9 games. Oh, I thought he said 9-2. I'm 9-2 for today.
Yeah, with his plan being, I random go mid and we see what happens.
Yeah, it was like, fuck that, no.
But he was 9-2 with that plan, and it's hard to argue because he's almost 3K.
He's good. It was really, we played an in-house. Wazoo was not there. But Cyphus and I played an in-house with him, and it was fun. He was like, oh, were you on our team?
No, I was against you.
Oh, and you won. Yeah, that's right. He was a good he took the captain position, it felt. He was definitely the one that was calling the shots.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't have tried so hard. Then it wouldn't have hurt so bad when we stomped you.
He didn't stomp us, okay? Naga Siren, unfortunately, got caught out a couple times.
I don't think you guys took a tower.
Yeah, we took a tower.
You took a tower that we denied, I think.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
I kind of want to, I never felt rage on the episode before until now. Like, go watch that replay. That was we were telling ourselves we won that game. We
Oh,
really
no.
were.
Oh.
We were convinced.
Well, you were lying to yourselves the entire time?
Oh my! Moving on. What are our state of affairs? Wazoo,
Oh, yeah, we are
please.
supposed to
God
do state of
damn,
affairs.
dude. I'm mad, kinda, for real.
Oh, no.
On Christmas.
On
I'm
Christmas.
mad. That was a good game.
No, that was
Oh,
that was a fun
ma-
game.
Oh my god, Cindy Lou Who's Man on Christmas.
It's fucked up. What are your state of affairs, you bastard?
Well,
And what heroes are you playing lately?
Well, start with your state of affairs. Give us your MMR.
right now,
No good things to begin
Solo-
with right now.
so when the check cashes and my MMR points, I think I'll probably be It's like, no, what I'm counting that's in my MMR bank right now is like
Oh, I get you pulled
2,700.
You are at 2655, and on solo, or in your party, you are 2655, and in your solo, you're 2734.
How? What the fuck?
I'm-
I play all the time.
I'm a good player, bro. I
I'm
am
so
like
sick of
I'm like
being-
mediocre. Like I get a factory job where I'm pulling like a lever. You know, like I'm a moderate.
Just like in real life, like remember when I realized I was short and you guys made fun of me for it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm realizing that I'm not as good at Dota as I think I
Oh,
am.
Wow.
I'm glad I could come back to the show to have this realization. I didn't know it was going to be this episode. Awesome.
Only 40 episodes.
Because you've been playing like a jackass for a long time.
No, I'm pretty good, I thought. Like, in my mind, when I hop on, I'm like, I'm the fucking best. Like, that's what I'm telling myself. And now I'm just losing. I'm 16 something. Anyway.
Yeah, you want to know what you're
No, I want to know what heroes Wazoo's been playing.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
So,
go,
okay,
go ahead and
since
look
you've
at my
left-
recent play, man.
Since you've left the show, how many episodes, how many heroes have you played? How many heroes have you specialized in? New ones?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Like, sure.
Your last few were Lycan, Sven, Alchemist, Anti-Mage, Legion Commander, Shadow Shaman,
Oh,
and
how'd the
Morphling.
Legion go?
Good.
Really?
Yeah, she's easy.
Did you snowball?
Yeah.
What was your dual damage?
I don't know, dude. It's multiples of 14. So how about
No,
14?
It's not multiples of 14.
Yeah, it's 14 for each, or it's 12, isn't it?
It's isn't. I thought it's 12, 14, or 12, 14, 18,
Is
or
it?
10, 14, 18. It's
Yeah.
10, 14, 18.
So level 2, it's 14.
Yeah. So level 2, it's 14. So average, it's 14. But it's not necessarily divisible by 14 always.
No.
Yeah, that's
well,
a tough
by
one.
by 2. It is.
Okay. Yeah. It can be cut in half.
There you go.
Yeah, it can be cut in half. So Alchemist, Lycan, nothing really new there. You were pretty much
What
playing
is
those
this,
heroes.
man? Like,
What is this? What do you mean?
yeah, I play some heroes and I do it really well, dude.
Okay,
My Lycan,
so-
I'm fucking
So lunch today.
64.
So glad-
I'm
I'm so glad he's
64 and
back.
30. I'm 64 and 30 with Lycan.
Cool, dude.
Overall record. Oh, you said cool. Like everyone out there is like, we'll play Lycan for food. Like everyone's just doing this all the
So,
time.
we're at
No,
lunch
dude,
today.
no.
Okay, let me tell my story.
Okay.
God damn it. We're at lunch today. Me, Cyphus, and Wazoo. And I just, he was talking about like so badass, liking this, liking that, and I
Yeah.
killed Roche. And I was like, dude,
No.
you graduated from Lycan Henniger. And that's like, that is
No,
what
because
you
because in your metaphor, you believe that you have a Dota 2 bachelor's degree.
Yes, I
No,
do.
you fucking
And
don't.
he went to Lycan Henniger, dude,
Yeah.
where he learned his
By the way, I
specialized
stand
role.
firmly by that. That you know what school you went to? The dropout Dota school, where you took a test and they were like, "Oh, sorry, all these answers are wrong," and
kind
you
of
were
like-
like, "Fuck this! This system is shit." And then you left. You left without a degree whatsoever. But then you still proclaim you have a doctorate.
No, hey, I'm like 54% the way through my all hero. That is
That-
winning with every
I
hero.
don't know. I don't know if that. Well,
I am
Like when people say they're
54%.
halfway through
I
their
would
doctorates.
say.
I am like I've got my associate's degree at Dota.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I
I
do.
don't think so.
I put more time into Dota than I have school ever, dude. Like, I mean, pretty much. I'm being serious. Some of the time I put into Dota is like.
Well,
Cup
you
food-
also run a
no.
podcast, so do you lump that time in?
No,
I think you got to hit like
I play a lot of raw
2,500 MMR before you start claiming associates.
I don't think my MMR should matter. That's like my credit score. Like I could still be rich and have a shitty credit score. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I could still be the
I
best
don't think
in
they're
town.
comparable.
Puppy was like 4,500 apparently.
Yeah,
So-
but he spends
okay.
a lot of his time scrimming against other teams because they both want to be the best, right?
yeah, apparently they are too. Now, Team Secret just had a coordination error with one of their internal envy, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I can't.
I get the names get all mixed up.
I hope like
In my
I'm
Cyphus
searching under
brain.
my bed and I find like an old boot and like a genie comes out of it and like grants me a wish to just be the best Dota 2 player ever. Like I wish I had that power.
You know what my wish was before I'd go to bed? Sometimes I think about this
Oh,
when I was
no.
daydreaming.
Oh, no.
Back when I was playing StarCraft, I would say, I wish, dear Lord, I wish that I was as good as Hero at Protoss, Scarlet, Zerg, and then God, he's super prolific. The Terran player, the Korean Terran player.
Select?
Yeah, not Select. He was like he's not very good anymore.
Oh, because Select wasn't Korean. He was USA.
He was Korean though.
Yeah,
he was Korean, but he was from US. Anyway,
Boring.
I used to wish to be.
Okay, well,
I used to wish to be pro. I just wish I could be the best
so
random
lame.
in the world.
That's a sad dream. And you know what's even sadder? I'll tell you what's even more sad than that is that was a dream that you had like a year and a half ago while you were in
that was
college.
like 2.5 years ago. But I was in college. Yeah, I was in college.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've been
No,
in college a while.
I don't know. Sometimes I just wish that it all clicked.
So yeah, dude, I just wish I was the. Now my wish is I wish I was the
But
best
anyway,
at every
what
hero.
Roland's
Yeah,
trying to make, the
sure.
point is that I don't play that many heroes. And at what point I can say,
flipping me
fuck
off.
you, dude. Because my MMR is way higher than yours, man.
Cool, dude. I love how I think it was
And I have an associate's degree
Polyrhythm.
for sure.
I love how he
Oh,
put
no.
it. Yeah, how he said that. Yeah, maybe somebody could be 2,500 with puck. Yeah, cool. They're a great puck. But Roland comes along and is fucking good with any hero, bro.
Well, one thing's for sure.
Okay, wait.
Roland would come along and feed 20 kills in their game. That's for sure will
Wow,
happen.
it's just ragging on Roland on Christmas Day.
The qualifier to that email from Polyrhythm is that Polyrhythm is, 1, the only person to ever defend him, and 2, only defended him because he forced himself to take a devil's advocate standpoint and clarified that was the case in the email.
And that's exactly his devil's advocate argument is my argument, which is funny because we have the same argument.
So you're grabbing this guy, like lumping him in with you?
Yeah, and I'm saying that he supports me to do it, so I keep doing it.
All right, Roland, what's your MMR? Or do you want me
Before
to
I
go?
even talk about that, I want to tell everybody some good news. I got Phoenix in 1 on my all hero. I did Phoenix in 1 game ranked. We won. I played
What
an
was your
excellent
kill
game.
death?
A positive kill death. I went mid as Phoenix, and I was just lumped into mid. I wasn't even expecting it. I didn't even ask for it. It's just the game started, and I got a
Sometimes
bounty
you don't ask
rune,
for power, you just get it.
and it was just like, okay, I guess I'm going mid, and they're like, yeah, go ahead.
His kill death was 8 and 8.
8 and 8.
He was 8, 8, and 12.
So 8, 8, and 12. What was my gold per minute was off the hook because I had like Shivas really quickly.
XP per minute 516 and gold per minute 343.
It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. We won, and it was looking like we were gonna lose. They had so much push, so much
It's kind
push.
of a long game, 53.
Yeah, and then we finally took it, and it was like one of those moments where everybody on the team was like, "Hey, you're like my best friend all of a sudden. You want to like go get dinner sometime because you're winning." You know those games
Yeah.
where it's like you're so agreeable with
Could
everyone
we be
on
friends
your team.
on Steam? You've done so well.
I think I picked up a couple of friends from that game because it was just
But
like,
have you ever had where it's like that at the beginning and it's like
Yes.
we're great and then it goes
And then you're like,
south?
why did I
and
ever
then no
ask
one
this
says
bastard?
anything.
No, sometimes people
silent.
get mean and you're just like, whoa.
Thought we were
fuck?
friends.
They're just like, well, it's going okay until you're a fuckbag. It's like,
Fair weather Dota
whoa.
friends.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
they are.
And you're just like, whoa.
It's
Man.
true. I have had those games where it's like, guess what? Commended for friendly because you bought courier and wards. I like you. I like our team comp. We're gonna stomp. And then like a minute in, it's like 10-0, and you're like, oh god.
Hey, 10-0 gets brought back, bro.
I know you had a game, didn't you?
We
yeah.
had a
As-
game
I think
where we
it's
got
gonna-
double raxed.
Is this the Sven game that I
Yeah.
keep hearing about? Okay, so this episode is going to be played in front of that Sven game.
No way.
Oh,
yes, on YouTube.
So
Kimbrel's going
that's
to
what you
do
guys
that.
are watching right now. You're
Yeah.
watching me and Wazoo bring it
If
back.
you're on YouTube, you're watching this epic Sven game and listening to this podcast. I wasn't there. I was in trouble. So I got grounded kind of.
Dude,
So I had to be
yeah.
in for the night.
It
I was
was
told I
bad,
was doing
man.
too much.
It was like the mortars were coming down and we're like, what do I do? And it's like, we're fucked, man, we're fucked. And people were freaking out. But we just
we were
cut
double
through
raxed, and
yeah,
the ancient was taking damage.
cut through the fray,
Oh,
dude,
God.
to cut all the way back to their ancient.
I remember you telling me like you're like
When I looked at
were
you,
like-
it was like my first son was just born. I was like, dude, there's something I gotta tell
and
you.
you were like, I think you used Atlas Shrugged, didn't you? You were like, you know that guy on the cover of Atlas Shrugged that just has the world on his
Yeah,
shoulders?
Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas.
That's his name.
I read the Fountain. I read the Fountainhead.
Oh,
I didn't
sorry,
read
sorry.
Atlas Shrugged.
Well,
The
it's
point
not
of
really
Atlas
a-
shrugged.
Oh yeah, he
but his
shrugged.
name is
Okay,
Atlas.
okay.
The title and the picture are not related to the story in a way. Metaphorically, they are, I suppose. But,
But
that's not what
anyway,
we're talking
I
about.
think you used that metaphor, and it's like I carried
No,
the team.
I
in.
put the entire team on my back, dude.
Just ching, ching, ching,
Yeah.
ching, ching.
No, I was attacking quick, but like Sven, man.
Well,
he's
what
just-
items did you have?
I always.
You were 6 slotted, weren't you?
Yeah.
What did you
I'm
have?
gonna try to find it.
You should.
Just look it up, man, because I can't remember by this point. I play a lot of games.
I mean, you probably had a heart, I'm guessing. Or
No.
did you not have a heart?
I get
AC?
AC.
Okay, you
Because
got AC.
you gotta build that hype stone into something.
So you got an AC. I'm guessing a Daedalus. Definitely a Daedalus.
Yeah, dude.
Did you get a Battle Fury for extra cleave?
No.
Oh, I
No.
love the Battle Fury Sven. And I love
No.
Battle Fury Kunkka. And I
No.
love Battle Fury Ember.
Not Battle Fury Sven, man. That's no.
Really? You've never seen that? I've seen double Battle Fury with Sven. Double Battle Fury Daedalus with Sven.
I guess the mana regen's aight.
No, it's for his cleave. It's his actual cleave will do more damage than his hit on the creature. Like I did it with Kunkka, for instance.
Rather get damage. Why not?
I killed a hero
Why
in
just not
one-
build Dades?
Okay, so this is I don't know how it works exactly, and hopefully somebody out there can explain this. But I was told, and I could be wrong, but say I'm hitting creep A and it's right in front of me, and Sven, and I have a Battle Fury, my built-in cleave, and a Daedalus. The creep that is next to
Unique
creep A,
attack modifiers. Look into how they work.
Here's what you had. You were 31 and 14 in the end.
Jeez.
You had a BKB, a
of course.
Daedalus,
Did you rebuy BKB?
No.
Or you kept the same old trashy one?
Heart, a Blink Dagger, and a Salt Cuirass.
Wow, not.
Oh, I did have a heart.
He didn't have Daedalus?
He had Daedalus.
Oh, okay.
I said Daedalus.
Oh.
So I was pretty much like a man tank.
But to close my point out, theoretically, your cleave can do more than your actual right click. It's possible for your
cares?
cleave damage to do more.
Who cares?
It
It's
was
my,
cool.
what I say.
It was cool. Remember when I was Kunkka and I one hit that Lena from a cleave? You saw that.
Oh yeah.
That
She was
happens
full
all
health.
the time, even
She
with
was
normal
absolutely
cleave,
full
though, you
health.
gotta realize.
But I was like double Daedalus and had to beat.
Well,
and
dude,
Battle
you
Fury.
crit out 1,000 damage at points. Like, who cares?
I was critting more than that, I think, because I was about. I don't know. But
And
we
then
lost
it's gonna
that game
go
anyway.
off at
It
all.
didn't
We
even matter.
We did lose that game.
Yeah, we lost that game.
Painful.
But
But anyway, so you
this
Roland,
game,
your
yes.
what
my
we went through his
MMR
item.
is 1602, I want to say, or 1603, because we just lost 25 and I was 1628.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
party
1603.
1603. I know my solo is like 12 something,
1198.
1198. Okay, so yeah, not good. Denomlos is making fun of me on guild chat.
You're going down. You're like, once you go below a grand, I don't think
I was
can talk to
closer.
you
I've been
anymore.
closer before. I've been way closer to a grand before. I was at like 1040 at one point. Wow. Yeah. And that was
Was that
when
a
I
low point in your
that
life?
was before All Hero. That was before I started my All Hero, and I was randoming a lot.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get.
You got on a program. You got on your all hero.
Yeah, I got on a
At least there was some selection.
I did get on a program, but it was. I just loved the thrill. It was like it's like my gambling instinct. Like I love the thrill of that random and that extra 200 gold. I think I'm like that's just gonna fucking butterfly effect throughout the whole game. That 200 gold, I can get a quelling blade.
Or you
know?
can just feed it to the other team quicker. Here you go.
For a second there.
Merry Christmas.
For a second there, and then everybody got mad at me, and I was like, fine, I'll stop. And then All Hero was perfect, and I said, okay, the heroes I'm not comfortable with, I'll play in normal, which I did.
Yeah.
And the heroes I am comfortable with, I'll play in ranked. Phoenix, I am comfortable with Phoenix. I was scared. But Phoenix showed up on Dota buff as like a 4% advantage over the team.
Sure.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to Phoenix this game. I'm going to do it. I'm not super duper confident, but she's pretty straightforward. And we won.
Yeah.
And enough
Hey,
said.
the replay tells the tale.
And the replay does tell the tale. And yeah, I'm low. What about you?
I'm at 1534, so
So I'm still 69 ahead of
still
you.
69 ahead of me.
Eh.
And I'm at 1216 on my solo.
So you're 18 points above me on solo. I just got to win one quick game real quick because you never even pop on there. I swear to God, I pop up to 1400 like a lot, and then I'll just pop right back down.
Sure.
Sometimes
you get drunk with victory.
I-
That's one thing Dota does that I'd like to
Yes.
discuss is when you're drunk with victory on Dota, you feel like Andre the fucking Giant or something, man. You just feel so awesome.
Oh, and the heroes I feel that way with are Bristleback and
I mean, when you're like on a 6 streak or something,
oh,
you're just like,
I'm
nothing
scared.
can defeat me.
Especially since the prediction thing came out, where it not the prediction thing that gives you a set, but the F5 thing. I don't know if
The
it's
prediction gem.
Prediction gem, yeah.
Or prediction shout.
I'm intimidated when I throw out like
It's
a
in the bag.
Roland's on a 5 prediction streak, and it's like fuck, like I don't want to lose that.
You know
like
what's something I've been thinking
almost don't
about
wanna play
lately
because-
that's odd?
What?
Is that with StarCraft, that's a 1v1 game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I used to have anxiety clicking that button because it was just on me, and if I lost, I'd go down in rank, and it was like, oh, what a bummer! I
The
shouldn't have played.
surrender?
With Dota,
Oh.
I do not ever feel that anxiety
You felt
because
like you were just going to lose right off the bat?
Yeah.
Like going in?
I just the one-on-one scenario.
I
feel like the
remember-
5v5 scenario alleviates.
Well,
that.
and I don't know. I've started predicting whenever, like, I notice like a few key things. One, I feel like we put together like a solid team comp where we have a tank, we have support, we have designated support, we have designated carry, we have a designated mid, and there's
we have
communication.
an advantage over them according to Dota buff.
Yeah, all that. Then I feel confident predicting. But
Yeah.
I'm currently at a prediction streak of 1. So
Nice.
Yeah, that's no, you're not. You're
We
at
won our
0.
last
We just
game.
lost our
No,
last game.
No,
I didn't predict.
Oh,
I knew that team.
Oh,
was
you
not
guys
gonna
lost
work
your
with us.
last game.
yeah, we lost 25. We went up 28 with you, and then lost 25 of that.
So we kept 3 of that MMR you carried us for.
You
us as
did
Lycan.
carry. The anti-mage did really well, but you let the anti-mage do well.
You were the
That's what
mid-game
you do,
carry
man.
we needed. Yeah.
I was like, it was so cool how that game went, because like if you looked at it as a graph, like Razor went up in efficacy really, really fast, was kicking ass, and then dropped off completely almost, and it was.
He doesn't have to.
He didn't have to, no. But I was getting because I took so much early game like pressure off of their team was like kill Razor, kill Razor.
You know what you haven't done yet as Razor, in my opinion?
What?
You are thinking about the static link and then slapping it on. Good Razors, they're not even thinking about it. They're
They're just
in battle,
slapping
and
it
the
on.
static link is right on as they're walking towards you, and it's just sapping as you're like walking towards
Yeah.
them. And then they see it
'Cause
and
you
they
want
try
that
to
8
break,
seconds.
and you follow them.
You want
yeah,
that 8 seconds.
I mean, like it's
And
just
you're probably faster than
it
them.
has to be second nature to get that on the correct target right off
Which
the
is
bat.
why I'm buying phase boots first. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
to keep the static link.
And then what? You're standing in the middle. The one target that can fuck you up the most can't hit you for anything, and you're slapping them in the face with your whip.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
It's an awesome character. And you're absolutely right.
Skeletor
I
Razor.
hesitate too much with it. I think of Plasma
You can't
Field,
hesitate with him.
I think of Plasma Field as more effective than it sometimes, and that's
He's
a
good at
behavior.
closing that distance. His
Yeah.
abilities are good.
I feel like I understand Razor. I understand how to be good with him. I just haven't played enough to be really good with him.
He's
and
a
I've
really
seen
cool
you,
hero.
I've seen you carry throughout the whole game with Razor. But back to that point, it was cool to see Razor. I dropped off, and then you picked up big time. That was when like you were done. You got level 8 or so. You got Vlad's, and you were gonna go Roche.
Dude, it makes me feel like a terrible dire wolfman, man.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, "What is that? Creeps on the horizon," and then they'll like see like me come through the fog of war, and like
wolf
tear
one?
him out from under the
Yeah.
tower and just like get 2
You're
kills and
mean.
run away.
But then you didn't necessarily drop off, but you definitely fell off a little bit right as Anti-Mage was coming back on.
Yeah.
So like at every stage in that game, we were dominating them, and it felt really good. Like even though it wasn't the best game for me, I think I ended up with a negative kill death. But I still like felt like that game was well played because every point of the game was taken. The laning phase, we did well. The mid game phase, he was getting Roshan. Wazoo was getting Roshan. Then the late game, Anti-Mage got an Abyssal Blade, and it was pretty much over.
In my
Abyssal
experience,
Manta.
if you get to that Roshan first and show dominance first, dire side Lycan, they don't like mess with you too much. It's like at my
and you
skill level.
And you smoking. That's
Yeah.
something that you got to consider when you're playing with worse people because you're playing with us.
And if you remember correctly in that game, we got a pretty significant jump on them when they attempted a Roche at one point.
but I was
love that.
watching.
I love that.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that Lycan game that you won earlier, where the zombies killed you. I just popped into a Wazoo game. They went to 3-way smoke up, 3 people on their team to take Roche. It was like him, a Skywrath, and somebody else.
An anti-mage.
And an anti-mage, yeah. They saw you. They had an observer and a sentry. They saw you go into Roche pit. And even though you guys were like, we're so sneaky, you still got it, and it was fine. They knew they couldn't do shit about it, but they saw you walk
We were
in.
down by 10 in that game, dude. At
were
the
you?
beginning, and people were like, "Good fucking game. Oh my god. Every time I play Dota, this is what fucking happens.
yeah.
My life is terrible." And it's like, shut the fuck up. I told someone that. I was just like, shut up, man. And we come back from this and just win. And of course, like, no mention of that from these now perfectly reasonable people.
Yeah, where you're like,
that
I
they're
don't know,
just
lobster?
like,
Do you like
Dota's
lobster?
so fun. And it's just like, shut up. I don't like you. Like, let's just finish this game.
Oh, man. Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with Wazoo, Cyphus, and I.
Hi, I'm Wazoo. You might know me from such things as I was on .p for a little while, and that's it. Today I'm here to talk to you about .p's Patreon. Patreon is a website that lets you fund your project in different and interesting ways. Think Kickstarter, but with a more monthly backing. It lets you support things in a way that is very personal. It goes directly to the person that is creating the content that you so enjoy. And while I almost said myself, Roland and Cyphus have been doing a great job. I listen to the show every time it comes out. And as someone personal to the project and also outside of it, now that I'm not in, I feel like I'm almost the best spokesman to say, donate if you can, donate if you've enjoyed the show, and most importantly, keep participating in the guild and everything else. We appreciate you most of all, and we look forward to building a fantastic community with all of you.
And we're back. Roland won't let us eat milk duds on the show.
No, it was gross. They were like, let's just start.
Mr. Scrooge, can we have just one more dud? One more dud.
No duds on the show. Not today.
Okay, so
So wait, before that one, I just want to do one quick plug for the .p guild just say we did break the 200 member mark.
Oh yeah,
We hit right now we're at
Really?
203 members.
203.
And Easy promised a giveaway post that 200 mark. I don't know when that's happening. We're leaving that up to Easy to decide.
Sorry that Christmas and 200
Yeah.
members hit at the same time. It's like being born on December 23rd, and it's just like I get like way less than I should.
No. The giveaway is going to happen, and it'll probably happen soon.
We're just gonna call it a
But
Christmas
leaving,
giveaway. No.
We're leaving it up to Easy. when
I
that
say
happens.
Yes,
one
we are.
person should lead
He
the
is our
guild
guild
a
leader.
day until those giveaways start. Led by me, the guild leader.
What is
Wazoo.
that like? Is that
I
like
will
the
lead a
Joker?
revolution. Yeah.
Like I'll kill one person.
I'm a
per
guild
day.
leader in the guild. You can see me marked high on there if you'd like to lead a revolution.
Yeah. Oh, that's
join
why.
me.
That's why we had Wazoo on the show. You got to step down from that guild
yeah,
leader
gotta ask
position.
guild leader.
Are you kidding me? Fuck no.
I'm just kidding.
You're not forcing me out of my own company.
Geography.
Not in the boardroom.
Geography. We want to talk today. It was really interesting, and something that Wazoo said earlier. We played a game with we played only one game today, but we're gonna play a lot more tonight. Where I wanted to go silencer mid, and he was like, "No, let me go alky," with no explanation. He was just like, "I want to go alky," and we're radiant, and I was like, "Okay, fuck you, I'll go offlane. Like you can have it, you bitch." And he had a very good reason. He says
After you guys argued for about 2 minutes
Yeah.
about who was going to get there with both of your icons mid.
yeah. And then later tonight, it all clicked when he said, "I'm only gonna play Lycan if we're dire and Alchemist if we're Radiant." And I was like, "Oh, because your acid can stack the ancient camps. Will you explain this? This is really cool."
Alchemist has an ability called Caustic Spray. It's something he throws. It covers an entire area in acid. You can use it to stack the Radiant side Ancients and just kind of save them up
And you can stay in lane doing it.
What time do you have
Yeah.
to do it?
at 53 still. Same time you ever stack.
And then they just like
It just has to hit at a certain point and they can't get distracted, but they're going to come out of the camp at any point. They're not going to stack up there, but if they get damaged, they're going to wander out. Mm-hmm. And they only have two paths they can walk, which is that side that goes over by the trees or the side that goes down by the rune.
Yeah.
Right.
And, I mean, that's the only two ways they can path.
Doesn't
really.
matter which way they go.
No. Because they're out of the box when it hits the minute ticks over.
Either-
God, it's
yeah, either direction.
it's fucking awesome with Grievel's Greed.
It gets harder with more...
Yeah, like you stack
They changed Greevil, too. They changed how much gold it is per stack, and they also changed how long it lasts.
told you it got changed.
It's like 30 seconds now between kills.
Oh, wow.
oh,
That's when it's active.
oh.
So if you
really?
get a kill within that 30-second window, it restarts.
Oh, that's cool. And then it builds up. Then you get
Yeah.
the kill. Oh, that's cool.
But you don't want to let it lapse.
Oh, okay. That's really cool. I just barely passed Alchemist.
Wait,
but it was before
okay.
6.83.
No, I don't think I understand that.
Okay.
Each
explain.
time you kill something, okay, it has certain levels of additional
Is
gold
it?
it gives you.
It's an active. I've never played Alchemist.
Greevil's Greed
Okay.
is just a passive skill that builds gold as you kill things, and it gives you more gold per kill. So you'll kill something, maybe you'll get +8 the first time. As it goes up, you can get like plus, at this point, like 48. Like you can have an additional creep's worth gold, and even more.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but explain to me the timer issue.
You have to get a kill within that 30-second window. So I need to last hit something, And so if I don't get another hit for 30 seconds, it'll reset back to the original amount.
So it's like 18 gold, then you hit again,
I
it's
see.
like 31.
Oh, it's like chaining.
Yes.
More or less. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But if you don't
Okay,
get a kill
I
within that
gotcha
30-second window.
Yeah,
So
right.
timing that with the Ancients, I bet, with your ult. So you hit your ult with like a triple stack of Ancients, right? And you
It's
just...
just an assurance.
It's so crazy. I
That's
bet the
thing.
influx is
and
like
why I
1,000
told you
gold.
that about Alchemist and Lycan is because I can be decently sure that as Lycan I can get into Roshan pretty easily and get that environmental gold. I can kill those Ancients on the side. I can gank that bottom lane really easily, which actually amounts to a lot as Lycan if you're behind. You just run down to the safe lane because everyone's going to farm there and that jungle. So you go to the edge and then you pop your ult and you just comb it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. You're
Yeah.
just checking around direwolf
Yeah.
form.
And then you have that Roshan and you just guard it and you get that environmental gold and it's a little edge and little edges matter in Dota.
Well, and you were talking about how it's you, or so you were saying that you don't take Roche until you've taken that tier 1 tower.
Take the tier 1. Don't do it before. You don't want them to be comfortable being that far up if you're Roshing, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
push the wave back.
Yeah.
Push it way back, and then take
Make
your
them
time.
scared to be in their safe lane, and then you go dust into, I always call
That
it
is so
dusting,
cool.
but-
I never think I need to think like that more.
But that's how I'm thinking about my Lycan play right now. With my Alki play, it's an assurance. I can bank creeps, and if lane starts to fall behind, I can run off and just chip away on those ancients with my spray, man.
Do you pick up a blink dagger on
That's
Alki?
so cool.
No, I
No,
never
you,
do.
do you Midas first?
Sometimes
So it's one of those circumstantial
when it's going
things.
good and I'm rolling like I
Yeah.
was in that game that you abandoned.
I didn't abandon. I said I've been getting in trouble, and it's leading to abandon.
Hey, don't be like those people I met in prison that are like, I'm not here for any reason, man. I was framed, man. My little brother clicked out, man. Like,
it was
we're all in low prio for the same
so
reason, man. Let me
my-
be your example.
My fiance's brother was in town, and he stopped by.
You know,
right
we
as the
can't
game
have
started.
milk duds, but he can have mints.
Yeah, because I'm not fucking doing that. So the game is about to start, and I've locked in silencer, and this is the game that I was arguing with
Yeah,
him.
that's right.
Yeah.
You spent 5 minutes arguing with him
Yeah.
about who was going to go mid, and just to
And
bail.
then my fiance calls me, and we're out in the studio, which is like 300 feet south of the house where I live. And I'm like, hello? And she's like, hey, me and Rob are here. You should come in and say hi. And I was like, I'm just about to start a
That's
game,
when you
babe.
ask for a pause, man. You ask for a pause,
Oh,
though.
but like a
Oh, it would've
30-minute
been-
pause?
Yeah, it would have been a 30.
Yeah.
It ended
So
up
you just
being-
walk away?
I had to.
Sorry, I'm an astronaut in the space shuttle. Shit got stressful. I just had to walk away.
No, actually, it didn't end up being much more than like.
I
it was
didn't
about-
get any low
it was
priority
about 10 or
because
15 minutes.
I
You're
never
gonna get it
abandoned.
soon. And when you go away to prison,
Why would I
you're-
get it soon? I'm never gonna abandon again.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this is the holidays. Shit happens. Sorry.
But my roll, can I just tell you how good my roll was? 1,100 gold by like 6 minutes, and already had the glove bot.
Oh wow.
Like, and it was just rolling good.
So you were gonna get that Midas?
Well, and that gold, got to realize that 400 gold was going to come in like the next
Have you,
like 10
dude,
seconds.
do you know when Loda gets his when he plays ancient when he plays alchemist when he gets his Midas? Like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
4 minutes. Like if it's going good for him, he's got a 4-minute Midas, 5-minute Midas. And with Enchantress, I got a 4-minute Midas. It's easy to do with some heroes.
That's if that's
But-
just what you're going though. I get
And
bottle
that's
boots
old.
before.
And that's old alchemist.
Yeah.
And he gets. I'm sure he gets boots before at least.
I get bottle
And I'm
boots.
sure his supports
And then
give him
by
a
that
bunch
point,
of tangos.
you're
I don't
just-
know.
Yeah.
You're just a gold
That is-
factory, dude.
That
You're
is
just
one thing you
sucking
notice
in
about the
gold.
supports with the mid. To save him money, everybody gives him 2 tangos.
Or just like one. Because the thing is, you don't want more than like 4 shared tangos going mid. And I've been asking for him lately.
That's
even
just
in
an
my single
assurance.
matches where it's like, hey, ancient apparition, can I have a tango? Will you please share me a tango? And everybody's always been nice about it. Like
Well, yeah, why
even some
not?
of the crabbiest people are like, yeah, that makes sense. You need the regen. I'm just a support. It's like I'm gonna help you. That's my goal. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, thanks.
Oh, as a support, I buy tangos knowing the only time I'm going to use it is if the lane is going badly.
Yeah.
You know what's a move I did that goes in my best reel of all time ever?
What?
Is I was being chased down by Lycan, my ult ended, and I was like, ugh. Like looking around, and a guy saw me. Like I have like 60 health. I ran back, used my last tango to cut a hole in the poultry, and ran into a neutral camp to die and decompose.
Oh,
And
nice.
go back to the people and Mother Earth, dude, as Lycan, and then just respawn and go rape their faces later.
That's cool.
No, like I found like using resources than those little things. Like if you have a quelling blade on you and stuff, like cutting paths through the trees is really dope and can save your ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the Naga Siren. I also I passed Naga Siren into, and you start with the Quelling Blade with Naga Siren, like of course, And so I would dire safe lane. I would cut your pathway that you guys showed me through the trees, where you're like, you've got 2 trees, you can get all the way through here. It's like,
You just flashed me back to that show because I remember how mind blown I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, it like blew my mind.
I know.
Now it doesn't that
And
much.
so I was doing that, and they were like, what the fuck? How is this, like, Naga Siren here, then here? Like, they were thinking the real Naga Siren was an illusion. And so I'd be like, oh, I'm an illusion. And I'd just walk and, like, stand there. And they'd be like, that's just a fucking illusion. And then I'd net them and tie them and then start my illusions and kill them. It was awesome. Because they're like, I just saw him up there. Like, I have to go all the way around to get here. And yeah, it was just because I cut a
That's
path
like,
in those
I
trees.
saw that for some reason illustrated like Scooby-Doo. Just like, zoinks, where'd the Naga go?
Yeah. And I'm literally standing there like I'm a noob,
Yeah.
you know? It felt great to fool. And it only happened
What I
once.
like about
It's not like I did that
Alchemist-
multiple times.
It
but-
doesn't. It only takes one time.
What I like about Alchemist in terms of the newbie thing
Mm-hmm.
is you can be under tower taking like tower hits to the face, like beating on people while their team's attacking you and just like still surviving.
That little,
In fact, prevailing.
that little
you know?
gnome on top, like, invented methamphetamines or something like that. Like, that's all he's doing is like,
Yeah.
sorry, like, you'll overdose if I don't give it to you every 60 seconds. Like, trust me, I'd like you to be this way all the time. But,
It's just good for you.
yeah. But anyway, back to geography.
Yeah,
I want to
sure.
touch on 2 other heroes.
Okay.
And I want to recap on Wazoo's 2 heroes, which is he's saying it's awesome, and it makes sense. Think about it. If you're off lane, playing Dire, which is the top lane, and you're Lycan, you're really close to Roshan.
No, if you're off lane with Dire, that's the bottom lane.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is really close to Roshan.
You said top.
Oh, did I say top lane? Sorry, it's bottom lane.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
No,
off
okay.
lane. And then if you go mid as Alchemist, you can stack the Ancients. But if you go
You're within the
with
cast
with
range
Radiant,
of
yes,
Yeah.
but you cannot do
And
that if
what's
you're Dire.
more important, by the way, with that Alchemist maybe, is
Mm-hmm.
you can just run up and stack it manually and then grab the rune. It's just right there. So you
Yeah.
hit that minute mark, come back, and you're back in lane.
Yeah.
It's very convenient.
And then the other difference that I've pointed out, which is a much smaller difference.
that. You know those moments when you have like little bits of epiphany about things that you're gonna have to do when you're playing certain positions.
Sure.
You're absolutely right. When I'm mid and I know I'm gonna go get that rune, why am I not stacked? That's a brilliant. I never thought like on that level as far
You
as
should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Well,
right
remember
there
the other
at
day
that
when
minute
you were
mark
attacking
anyway.
them, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, why aren't you stacking them?" And you like missed it by 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like 53 when you started attacking them, and I'm like, "Oh, just pull them!" Like,
Yeah.
And you were Tidehunter.
Being conscious of
And I was
that
like,
is
ah.
next level
Yeah.
because you're eking out those advantages. They're all there for everyone to play at any skill level to stack that camp. How much is that couple hundred gold going to really help you when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
that close to your 4 staff or whatever?
Exactly.
You know, it helps.
But
It does.
what I wanted to talk about is
Incremental advantage.
I always, and I didn't really have a reason. I couldn't tell myself in a sentence why I liked Dire Jungle as Nature's Prophet better than I liked Radiant Jungle. And what I'm realizing now is if you know where the first hard camp is, the hard camp that's closest to your fountain on Dire, it's the one that's right up the stairs to the left, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a medium camp just right up from that. Well, as Nature's Prophet, I could rip the trees down, and then I could have access to both of them. Whereas on the Dire side, you still have that, but it's with a small camp, not a medium camp. And that's, I think, subconsciously, or I didn't realize, but why I liked the jungles better. And they're so intuitively designed when you think about it. Like, the way the Radiant Jungle is designed is you have a hard camp, a medium camp, and a small camp on the second tier. And then the lower tier, you have a medium camp and a hard camp. Well, on the upper tier on Dire, you have a medium, or a large, a small, a medium, and a large, and then one medium on the lower. Which, this is all boring, I get you. But, like, I play a lot of
Wazoo's
jungle
about to
heroes.
pass
Wazoo's,
out.
like, falling asleep over there. I know it's intentional, and that's why it's, like, it's cool to think about that. That, like, much thought went into,
about
like...
which side you should be playing a
like-
hero on. Maybe you shouldn't be playing that hero.
We
based
do
off
need
the
to
side
ask
you're
Well,
being
you
in.
know that the original Dota, they were split into Scourge and Radiance or whatever they
Yeah,
were.
Scourge.
And you could only play certain heroes on certain sides.
Yeah, that you've said this, and that's really cool to think that, like, okay, I'm on this side, I'm gonna play this. But I think it would be harder to balance that way.
Yeah.
It would be way harder to balance.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Or maybe easier. I don't know.
And you would throw away an element of the variation.
Because
that's
certain
available.
heroes would never
Yeah.
face each other on the battlefield.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see every hero pitted against every other hero.
Yeah,
In a
at some
constant
point.
death match to see who's best, and it's like,
You
know,
Of course, it's like. Yeah.
But I don't know, it's
man mode activate.
it's cool. I mean, and with axe, like I prefer to when I'm going to creep skip or cut the wave or whatever you want to call it. I prefer to be dire and to be cutting on radiant.
Oh, really? I prefer the exact opposite.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I feel like we have way better vision from inside their jungle of their lane on when we're creep skipping
Because
on
you
the
can
dire
see
end.
exactly where they're coming
Yep.
from. Oh,
We
okay.
have way when it hurts me a little bit when we're
I feel like I have more escape.
skipping when we are on dire creep skipping in the radiant side is when I have the most heartburn as
Really?
Dazzle around me.
I feel like we have more escape paths. Like I can either like pretty much follow the lane back through their jungle,
you don't,
or I can go to the river.
Who cares? I think it's for me. It's not about the paths because we don't need paths.
Well-
if you'll just back out with me at the right time, I'll make sure you're healed or shallow graved,
Yeah,
and we just want a straight
that's a
shot.
Cool point. That's a cool point. What are you smirking at me for in such a disgusting fashion?
No, that was just like my Christmas moment of looking into you like, maybe he would change that, Roland Scrooge. Maybe he would change indeed. But one thing is for sure, he's still a gigantic asshole.
So let's do a little assessment because I mean it's the three of us here
Yeah,
before we
it's-
close out the show. It's moments like that, like those realizations that we have just had, the playing the mid, stacking the ancients at that time when I'm going to be
But he
down
can
there by the
stay in
room.
lane. No, but he can stay in lane.
No,
It's
no,
not
I'm
this, but
talking
yeah,
about it with
the
any
rune.
mid.
Yes,
I mean, with
that
any
bit,
mid.
sure,
If
yeah,
you're going to go
sure.
refill your bottle with that rune, you're going to be doing it on an even minute mark. You have no excuse to not be stacking the
Exactly.
ancients. You're absolutely. I mean,
Stack the ancients. Go get the charge.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be there early.
When you find that, it's like, as someone who uses those ancients, you feel like a parent that like taught their kid well. Like he took out the garbage without having to be asked. You just like look at him and you're like, "Old Billy Bob," and you like nod to him, you know.
Well, and
very
then
nice.
on the flip side, the discussion we just had about vision in the different jungles and those escape paths, like without this show, without us having started this show, all listeners and all that stuff aside, the dialogue that it provoked between the three of us about the
Well,
game.
that's why we started recording, right?
Yeah, well, but it's even gone a level beyond that. Like
Yeah.
because those types of realizations I'm having on the show, it's not any pre.
It's not while you're playing the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, it's-
absolutely. I love when we talk about. I feel like when we do this podcast and then play a game right after, I feel like I'm much more focused and I feel like I play better because we were just talking about playing
and dissecting our play.
Yeah, and then I think about how I play and like would I do that like in game in the heat of the moment when time is going faster than you think, like really 10 seconds if I'm in a room with nothing entertaining me, feels a lot longer than like, okay, in 10 seconds I've got to go stack that camp. Then it's like, shit, it's been 45 seconds,
Yeah.
It's weird.
With Alchemist, when you hit that timing where you have the lightning hammer, I always forget what it's called. Mjolnir or something.
Maelstrom?
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom is the little one. I always think that should be switched.
Mjolnir and then
Why
Maelstrom.
Mjolnir is the ultimate hammer.
Once you get
Yeah.
that, you get a little
Force
bit of
hammer.
AoE, and you just run in there with your ult and start hammering away at those things.
Oh, and then
it starts. They eventually start to die, and then you just get an influx of like a thousand
at least
gold.
1,000 gold. Yeah.
And you're just like, boom, you're on to your next item, and you
Yeah.
keep doing that, and every 10 minutes that starts happening.
Could-
it starts to add.
Could you
up,
imagine
man.
if say you did that on the first minute you got your acid spray, okay? So you spec'd acid
That's
spray
not
first.
what. No, that's not what you do.
Caustic, well, say you did. Say, like hypothetically speaking, in a world where you did this, you got caustic
Caustic spray.
and you stacked the very first ancient camp because you can stack it at minute 1.
Yeah.
And so you have 2, and so by minute 10, say you did this every minute and you did it perfectly. Hypothetically speaking,
Almost
could you have
impossible.
could you have an 11 stack?
I don't know.
I don't know because there's got to be a point
don't
where it
need to.
caps
That's
even
the
on
point.
perfection.
You're not That's not something you're min-maxing up there. You're getting it when you can, and then you're in the lane trying to push that person out of lane, pushing the tower. You're doing all the lane duties, but you're also running up there and popping one up there when you can and grabbing the rune.
You're
Yeah.
doing it. You're trying to take the best of the opportunity.
It's a
that you have.
bank,
Yeah.
dude. It's a bank.
It is.
And if you look at it as a bank, as something you can run up
But
with a
banks
little
can
bit.
crash, as in
Yeah.
people can come steal
You
your
can't
ancients.
rely on it. You
Yeah.
need to be in lane. You need to be
Yeah.
defending your tower.
And
And that's why I like it.
have you had
because-
your ancient stolen before doing that?
Oh no, motherfucker takes. Oh, that guy
Those
too.
be
He's scary as
Wazoo's
fuck.
ancients.
He pops his ult. Like get
Yeah.
out of there, you know.
Oh, Alchemist is scary, and especially when it's counting down, and you're like, I think I'm out of range. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna blow himself up.
I
And it's
play
like,
a lot of carries though. I don't think you realize that I play
I
most
do
carries.
realize you that's been your role.
No, I
since-
play most of them now actually.
I can't think of one that I'd be scared to have you play. Like I can't think of any carry.
Life Stealer I'm weak with.
Lifestealer, it took me 5 attempts to get him on my all hero, but I feel so confident with him. He's the coolest jungler of all junglers in my opinion. He has like infinite sustainability in the jungle. Like I don't know why people like even lane this guy. Like I laned him a couple of times and just it was kind of lackluster because he's slow and yeah people will disagree with me because they're way better than me. But in my experience, I was much better just picking up regen items and then just heading off into the jungle and then maxing that lifesteal as quickly as I could. So every subsequent hit, I'm taking like 6% of their life. So what you do as lifestealers, you don't ever kill a creep because your first hit is giving you the most life because you take 6% of their life as lifesteal. So you get like every creep to halfway, and then you go back through and then get every creep to a quarter of the way, and then you go back through and kill them all. That's at least how I did it, and what I thought was most effective. I'd love to see some math on it.
His
to see,
ult
like,
changed.
Oh, it
Now
did?
he can control the unit he's inside.
Oh, I just saw this. He Helm of Dominated a creep. Oh, so he didn't Helm of Dominator. He just popped in that creep and then had the control of the creep.
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw a lifestealer in a creep that was being controlled, and I was like, that dude is so fucking next level. Because I thought he Helm of Dominated the creep, and then went inside of the creep that he Helm of Dominated, and was moving his creep around.
That's so fucking meta.
I was like,
I
that
wonder
is
if that
so
even worked.
fucking next level. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, that is awesome. I can't believe he just did that. Because there was this creep that was coming toward me, and I was like, oh, silly creep, I'm going to kill you. And I did. And it just, like, popped out, and it was him. And he's like, blah, I'm lifestealer. And then tore me open. And I remember me saying this to you?
No, I remember.
And I was like, dude,
that
this guy
discussion.
is fucking awesome. Like, he got... And I'd never checked to see if he had a Helm of Dominator, and he probably didn't. Because why would you get a Helm of
he
Dominator
would-
on Lifestealer? He's a Lifestealer. He doesn't need Lifesteal.
Surely somebody did that before.
Oh
though, right?
my... somebody must have. Because that was too brilliant. It was too brilliant. And I was like, how was I supposed to know he was in that fucking creep? I just thought he was sending a creep at me.
Well, and that's a good balance for him because he needs something beyond.
Although we were good. Remember our Wraith King Lifestealer game that we brought back to from the dead? He was just... I was up...
I think it. Can I just add real fast?
Sure.
But I think it's really cool that he'll be able to jump into random creeps and just run them off into the woods, and then it'll be like a single creep chase with the entire team.
Yeah.
I think that's funny that situation is going to occur.
Yeah, it's already happened to me.
Creep chase, man.
Anyway, what the hell?
Who knows? Let's close her out.
Okay, well,
Rum
before
tum
we do
tum
that,
tum tum tum.
before we close it out, I want to share my thanks with everybody. I know you're supposed to do this on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we've probably had a Thanksgiving, or an episode near Thanksgiving.
Released on because it's Thursday.
Was Thanksgiving Thursday?
Why didn't you
It's
guys
always
invite me for the
Thursday.
Thanksgiving
really?
episode? I'm
Yeah.
really offended.
Oh,
actually.
really? You have? How long have you lived in this country?
Without knowing that Thanksgiving was always on
Always
Thursday?
on Thursday.
I did not know that.
Always on Thursday.
What about leap year and
It's
stuff?
the leap.
Like, what? Wouldn't it change it to like
to
a
anybody,
Friday?
everybody else from America who's listening to this conversation just laughed hysterically at you asking, even on leap years?
Like,
Why would the leap year, if it's always on
It's
a
an
Thursday,
absurd question,
why
even
would-
to us Americans.
I thought it's like a date of the month that it always is.
No.
Is
no.
it like the last
a
Thursday
Thursday.
of every month?
It's
Third
Every
Thursday.
November?
Is it the third or the,
I
yeah.
believe.
See, now you're getting into now a third or fourth Thursday. I don't fucking remember.
Is
Who gives a
Christmas
shit?
always on a Thursday?
No, Christmas is always on December 25th.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that. I know that. No,
The
I'm
amount-
not that. I know that.
The amount of hoes Jesus banged. 25.
I know that. Okay.
You
Well,
had to
anyway,
make a
I want
Jesus
to.
joke.
I want to share my thanks. Fuck you guys. I'm trying to share my thanks. I want to share my thanks with Wazoo, with Cyphus.
Excuse me, I'd like to return your thanks and say no thank you.
That's fucked. I'd like to share my thanks with Wazoo, Cyphus, and all of you. This has been an incredible almost 6 months. I don't know, how long's it been? 4 months, actually?
Yeah, more like 4 months.
4 months. This has been an incredible 4 months. This has been a third of a year that I've spent with all of you, and you too. I've spent my whole fucking life with Wazoo, so that's been kind of terrible. But, but thank you, and I appreciate everything you're doing, and let's have an awesome next year.
Yeah, and let's see.
We'll do another episode.
Yeah,
December.
maybe
even two more.
This isn't even the last episode of 2014, but
No, we'll have like at least two more, right?
I think 2 more. I'd have
Well,
to pull up the
yeah,
calendar.
we might have a. When is New Year's Day?
It's a week from Christmas, so it might be a Thursday or Friday.
Oh
as well.
If it's a Thursday, we're gonna have a New Year's
yeah
episode.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll have to have like some
Might have to
rave
pre-record
music
that
going
one, too.
on, and yeah,
Guys, I'd like to thank you for having me back on the show.
Yeah.
of course.
Oh yeah, it's
We
been a
love
And
blast.
I won't be back for a while. No, I'm joking. No, thank you guys. It's great to come on. I'd like to remind anyone that until giveaways start, I'll start a special guild called Die.P. that we will start siphoning members off that guild until the giveaways do start.
Oh, that guild's gonna pop up for
Uh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm gonna get an
So-
invite from Die.P.
And it'll be like the emblem will be like .P torn in half with like a dagger through it and blood coming down.
A
like,
Phantom
die.
Assassin dagger,
Yeah.
preferably.
But anyway, thanks for having me on, guys. It was
Yeah,
a great
glad
time as
that you
always.
came
I love
on.
having these Dota insights with you.
Yeah, it's
It
been
feels like
fun.
we're making
With
real
you.
step. Feels like
You looked at Cyphus and you
With-
said with you.
Well, because
Excuse
I'm the
me,
only one on the
my
show that
voice
has an
is
insight.
in your ears. Do I really need to look at you when I talk
looked
to you?
at Cyphus
Do you
when
need to
said
have a
that.
kiss on the forehead? I'm talking to you, sweet baby. Oh, sweet baby, I would never talk to anyone else. What do you need?
What are you thankful for, Cyphus?
This community that's been reaching
about
out
me?
to us.
What about me?
And you, buddy. Hey, without you, I couldn't record anything. You know,
you would have figured out a way.
not with all this nice equipment. That's for sure.
You were just lucky to have a buddy.
I'm thankful for your equipment.
Me too. Even though Channel 2 went out on this thing.
Oh yeah,
That
well,
sucks.
who cares about Channel
The
2?
.P guild is quite possibly the finest gaming community I've seen for
It
Dota.
is.
I'm serious, man. And it's pretty badass to see that.
It has its own show. That's how badass the
Yeah,
guild is.
and that's all them.
They have their own show.
Was
Guild chat's a
Do you know
great
how
show.
it started? I'll say how Guild Chat started. I'll reveal how Guild Chat started. Easy. I love him. I think he has a cool voice. I picked that up the first time we talked to him.
He does have a good radio
He has like
voice.
this like I'm from California and I recycle glass. Like I recycle everything. And
That's
I
cool.
have an herb garden in my backyard.
Yeah, so
like,
if you're into recycling things, he's
Like-
the guy for you.
Like herb garden, like you put it in your soup, or herb garden,
I
you
meant-
put it in your bong.
I meant you put it in your soup, not you
Ah.
put it in your bong. But maybe I don't care what he does because he's a badass. And then I was like, he's really cool, and I didn't know that he had like this awesome capability to teach himself really complex things.
you mean the capacity to learn?
No, not as quickly as he did. He learned really, really quickly. But then talking to Denomalos, it was when we were getting really, really busy with doing our other projects, and both of our girlfriends, fiancés were on our back, and like we were getting heavy shit, dude. Like we were hiding in the bunkers as bombs were coming in, trying to get work done
Because we were just working.
and the
too
semester it
much.
was finals, and like we were just burning ourselves out. And I was talking to Nomalos, and I said, hey, if there ever came a point where like we couldn't record the show, do you guys have the capacity, you and Easy maybe, to do a show? And he's like, I'd have to test it. I haven't done it in years, but yeah, let me try. Next thing
enough.
I know, they have a trial episode to me that sounds better than our first 20 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, Wazoo left, and then audio quality got a lot better. But no, just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't. It didn't. But it was really cool, and that's how it started. And then Easy fell asleep at his computer, and then woke up the next day to go to work editing his episode. He edits the Guild Chat episodes,
Yeah,
which
he's-
editing
wow.
is a very, very laborious task. I will tell you that much.
What's their release schedule?
It's every Wednesday. Guild Chat. .p Guild Chat. They've had 2 episodes now. When you hear this, the episode, you should definitely listen to Guild Chat.
We should do a .P soap opera.
We could.
Yeah.
We could. Just bring Fafnir in. Fafnir. They want to put your sigh on a soundboard, man.
What's a good Christmas song we could sing on the way out?
I was gonna have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year type that one.
Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas and a
Sure.
Happy New Year. Okay, I was trying to remember it. But anyway,
Internal discussions.
I'm thankful for them too. I'm thankful for Easy and Anomalous.
But yeah, back to all that. That whole community we've had nothing to do with, and those guys have been at the center of, and that's at the end of this year.
They're having an in-house right now, by the way.
Yeah, I
that
know.
we're not
I
even
know
a part.
it's
They do
painful.
it like without, like it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like we have nothing. Like pretty soon we're gonna be like demoted to just like below member. It's just gonna say surf. And
Oh,
it's like,
you can never take my power away. I will die. I will
a
die
guild
with
leader.
that.
A guild leader
A
can
guild
only
leader
demote
cannot
himself.
take another guild leader. You can only demote yourself. Once you're made guild leader, you can make other people guild leaders, and you can only demote yourself. No one can demote you. So Kimbrel could, he has the same power that you do. Kimbrel's a leader. Kimbrel's a leader. Denomalus is a leader. Easy's a leader.
Kimbrel's a leader.
Kimbrel's a leader.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to demote myself out of that. Then. I thought I was an elite club of gentlemen.
Not with that.
Kimbrel was on the
Not with
latest.
that ringer.
Kimbrel was on the latest episode of Guild Chat, and you'll notice this really heavy clicking during the portion that Kimbrel's on. Kimbrel plays on a golden stone tablet. I swear to God, like he's good too. He's just like, and you can hear his calibrated clicks, dude. And he means a fucking click when he clicks,
Yeah, you
dude.
could hear, I walked in as Roland was listening to it to upload the episode
And edit it, yeah.
and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I'm like,
Dude,
dude,
Kimbrel's clicking.
Yeah.
He's a madman.
yeah, because the whole point is they're pulling people into the show as they're playing a game. So in Mumble, so they're pulling them into the room and they're like, "Hey, you're on .p Guild Chat. Say what's up." And they're like, "What are you playing?" And they're like, you can hear them like trying to focus as they're on the podcast.
So it's pretty much like the interview with Weedman.
Yeah, it is.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, what a joke that was. Yeah, but hey, Merry Christmas to everyone. Cyphus, please
absolutely.
close us out.
Okay, if you guys want to find us, we're at defenseofthepatients.com. You can download and listen to the show or leave us a review on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at @p_show or on Facebook by searching Defense of the Patients. And if you want to support the show, you can always visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Defense of the Patients. So, until next time, this is Cyphus for Wazoo and Roland saying good luck and Godspeed.
Mr. Scrooge, can we have just one more dud? One more dud? No duds on the show.